Any award we receive, player or staff, is always about the team, and we speak to the team. It's about their work and them getting rewards for their work and their commitment. So any award we get is I say, testament to all their endeavours.
We have obviously spoken to you in the last couple of weeks about how well things have started, and you said maybe you didn't think it would blend together quite so well, but do you get a sense that there's now an appreciation for what you're doing as well?
No, as I say, as a squad, as a football department, we're hungry. The reaction to Saturday's result was really pleasing. They were unhappy, dissatisfied with the performance. There are certain areas we fell short in, and to have that sort of inquest after 3-0 home victory was really pleasing for us.
That was it was supposed to normally be a strange reaction for people to come out and say they were unhappy with a 3-0 victory. Is that a kind of warning sign for everyone else in the league?
No, it's not about warning. It's about no one else. It's only about Rangers, and it has to be about us. I'm sure every other team would say the same. But for us, we know the standards we have to set, and if we fall short of them, then we'll get punished and we get hurt. So maintain the standards and keep driving forward. And we didn't train as well for the one day last week, and that was reflected in the performance. So we have to make sure that the intensity is right, the quality is right, and we're looking forward now to hopefully a good performance on Saturday.
I was just going to say, is the challenge for you, Mark, maintaining that hunger over the course of the season? It's one thing when there's new players here, they're all trying to fit in, it's early on in the campaign, but are you already thinking about how you maintain that hunger all the way through the campaign?
You have to make sure the environment is right for the players to keep striving forward, and there's certain tools you can use and chat to them, but it's about the quality of the group. Whatever you say, you look at the best teams or the most successful teams in any area of sport or business, and it's the ones who have that consistency and that desire and that hunger over the longer period. So we have to match it and learn from it and try and hopefully achieve what we want to achieve.
We're reflecting on your start to the season, but work's always going on. Are you beginning to look at possibilities for January? Have you begun that process of identifying new signings and how you would want to build this?
Yeah, you have to. You have to look at what the other various options, what might happen, the what-if scenario is always very much in our thoughts, and making sure we have options 1, 2 and 3 behind that. So work's going on and discussions are being made or being had, and hopefully we'll be in the right position come January to make any move we want to make.
How pleasing was it to see James pick up the player award as well?
A delight for Tav, but again he'll be the first to say it's about the team. It's about the quality of the work from his teammates around him and the work he does here day in day out. So any award's a team award, but delight for Tav. He's worked so hard. I think he's really found a home here. He's been moved around, very slow moves, but he loves Glasgow. He loves the club. He's he's well respected in the dressing room, and hopefully be here for the long time.
Perhaps a sign of how well things are going that it could have been a number of his teammates as well potentially who picked up that.
Yeah, I think so. I think James knows that, and they all know that, and it is about the team. And if we can focus on the team, we'll be fine. But we're hungry for more of these awards. The more we can get, the better place we'll be.
You've got a game you'll be focusing on at the weekend, obviously, but do you acknowledge that the St Johnstone game next week will give you an idea of how far your team's progressing in terms of the overall goal of getting back into the top flight and how you perform there?
Yes and no. I can understand why people perceive it that way and look at it that way, but from our point of view, it has to be about the league, and it has to be about going to every game with the best squad or the best 11 that we can choose, and we'll do that. But our focus right now is Dumbarton. We're not going to mention the cup game as a group of players, not going to mention that at all until Saturday at 5 o'clock. Then we put our focus on St Johnstone, and that's no disrespect to a high quality team in St Johnstone, but our focus must be the next game only, and if we can do that, then hopefully, as I keep saying, we'll be in a good position come the end of the season.
With all respect to the other teams in the league, 2 years ago we saw Rangers go through an entire season without losing a league game. Do you think that is possible in the Championship?
Again, it's not something we would talk about. I understand why you guys have to talk about it. From our focus, you can't talk about one game at a time and then say we're going with these targets longer term. Our targets have to be, as I say, each match, take it as it comes, deal with it, get the 3 points hopefully and move forward from there. The targets we set longer term regard the environment and the structure here, but the actual match targets or game targets are all just simply one game at a time.
Talk about that inquest, sorry Mark, just to go back to it after the game. Are the players able to move on from that quickly? Is that also important? Does it become...
Absolutely, you're not downbeat after winning 3-0 at home, but we have to learn from every game, and we've spoken before many times about if we can go into every game and learn from it, take something from it, we'll be in a good place. So we have to, and on Saturday we fell below the standards in certain key areas. You look at the game, we watched it 2 or 3 times, still good passages of play, chances created, still good tempo in certain areas and some good quality play in certain areas, but not enough and not on a consistent basis as we've achieved, hopefully, in the games to date. So learn from it, move on from there.
Do you feel as though the fact you're constantly winning, it's making you pick apart your performances even more so? Or do you maybe envisage a stage further down the line where you hope to not have to do that because you're winning?
No, never. We'll always do it. If we win 5-0 or lose 5-0, we'll always analyse the game and look at what we could have done better, what we did well, etc. And look at individual aspects as well. So there'll be a certain team, generic type of examples we'll show, and there'll be more individual examples and work with the players, be it defenders, be it full-backs and wide players, be it the 4, 8 and 10 in midfield. So whatever it may be, our focus may be, we'll always analyse the same. It doesn't change according to the result. Thanks very much.
Mark.
Thank you. Appreciate that.